तिवाचालं पङ्गुं लाङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं। नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने। कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतशक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधव देवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ग्रंथेरारंभे करिमंगलाचरण गुरु वैष्णव भगवान तीनेरस्मरणे हय विघ्न विनाशन अनायासे हय निज वांछित पूरण। So today is a very, very special tithi, auspicious tithi, Maghi Purnima, the full moon day in the month of Magha. Magha means February, March. Magha. So it's a full moon day. On this particular day, Sri Krishna's Madhura Ras. There are different kinds of rasas, rasa dances, where various kinds of pastimes take place. It is not happening on one particular day. In Golokadham, it is daily ras. Every day there is rasa. But on the Purnima Tithis, the rasa is like, Vasanta Ras, in the Vasanta Purnima, or in this, Madhura Ras, and then Kartik, in the month of Kartik, there is also Sharadiya Ras in the month of Sharad, and in Kartika Purnima, there is another Rasa. On the Purnimas, means on the full moon day, there is a very special Rasa, because the moon is shining and he is fully, grown. So on this particular days, the soothing moonlight is enhancing the rasa mode further. But apart from that, every day there is rasa. No day is gone without rasa, because that land is rich with Sankirtana ras, with Madhura ras, and this land, Navadvip Dham, is rich with Sankirtana ras. Navadvip is every day in the Srivas Pandit's house, Mahaprabhu is performing Sankirtana. So this is going on eternally. But on this particular day, the devotees particularly remember. What kind of devotees? Those who are very advanced devotees. Because even to think about such pastimes of Supreme Lord, the rasa pastime of Supreme Lord, is detrimental to devotional practice. In a conditioned state, a conditioned living being who is still in the false identification of the self and who has got material egos, he has no eligibility whatsoever to think about, even think about. That is why when every day there is a recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam, whenever the Rasa Panchadhyaya, the 5 chapters of Rasa in Srimad Bhagavatam they come, they are immediately skipped. They are not read publicly. Our most revered Param Gurudev also, I heard from few devotees that he would not read, he would skip them. He would not read them. Because as long as we carry these material identities, man, women, etc., and we see the relationship between Krishna and the gopis as similar to any relationship between a material man and a material woman, is dangerous on the path of Hari Bhajan. Therefore, we are not eligible to even contemplate on it. A person who is not Shiva, but he is consuming poison, that will only lead to his death. In a similar manner, a person who has no control over his own senses and is meditating upon the rasa pastimes of Supreme Lord, that will be like a poison for him. Even though the devotees relish this greatly, this is their life. The afternoon pastimes of Radha Krishna at Radha Kunda, they are the most worshipable by the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Gaudiya Vaishnavas, they keep those pastimes on the high always. But in a conditioned state, we should not even think about those pastimes. Therefore, the same pastimes which are nourishing or which are giving bliss to the devotees will become a cause of one's fall down if he is not, he has no control over his own senses. Therefore, these pastimes of Sri Krishna, they are not to be even contemplated with our material mind. So also, this Tithi marks as the appearance day of our previous Acharya, Narottam Das Thakur. Narottam Das Thakur is a very, very dear associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. She was, in the previous pastimes, Narottam Thakur was Champaka Manjari in Radha Krishna's pastime, who is very dear to Shri Rupa Manjari. Shri Rupa Manjari is the principal among the servitors of Ashtasakhis, Radha Krishna. And principal Manjari or servant of Rupa Manjari is Champaka Manjari. That Champaka Manjari became Narottam Das Thakur in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. He appeared in the month of Magha, February, on the full moon day, which is today, and his father's name, Sri Raja Krishnananda Datta. He was a king of the Gopalpur, area. Gopalpur area is where Mahaprabhu, Narottam Das Thakur, Kheturi Gram, the village name is Kheturi. That's the place where he appeared. That comes in the Gopalpur, area. So he was the king. His father, Krishnananda Datta, was the king of that particular area, and his mother is Srimati Narayani Devi. So accepting these two as mother and father, he has appeared in a low class family. He does not belong to a Brahminical family, but he belonged to a low class family. But when it comes to the Vaishnavas, there is no consideration of caste or creed or gender, none of these things. Vaishnavas are transcendental to all these things. So in order to give this instruction to everyone, Kaviraj Goswami, Mahaprabhu made his own members appear at various places and in various families. Right from his childhood, he was completely engaged or absorbed in meditating upon the pastimes of the Supreme Lord and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and how he had left the house and joined Mahaprabhu's mission is very, very astonishing. It is written in Prema Vilas scripture. When Mahaprabhu was in Kanai Natashala, he was shouting the name of Narottam when he was engaged in Sankirtan. Then Nityananda Prabhu asked, "What is this? Whose name are you taking? Nobody is there with the name Narottam. There is nobody with the name Narottam. Whom are you calling?" Then Mahaprabhu says that, "Nityananda, you don't know your own glories. When you were going to Nilachal Dham, at that time, constantly you were weeping for Krishna in prem. I have collected that prema and I will give it to Padmavati. Padmavati is there in Kutubpur in the current day Bangladesh. Kheturi is also in Bangladesh. So, when Padmavati was approached, Mahaprabhu says, "Please keep this with you in hiding. When Narottam comes, give it to him." Then Padmavati says, "How will I know that who is Narottam? Because day in, day out, many persons come and take bath in me. How will I know that this is Narottam?" Mahaprabhu says, "You don't have to worry about it. As soon as Narottam enters into your waters, you will have waves. You will have waves in you. Immediately understand that he is Narottam." So he gave prem to Padmavati. The place where he kept that love, prema, is called as Prematali. Even today, devotees get the darshan of this particular place. So, after several years, when Narottam Das Thakur took birth, Nityananda Prabhu came in the dream of Narottam Das Thakur and he told that, "For you, Mahaprabhu had preserved prema. Go to Padmavati, take bath and you will get it." He went to Padmavati river and he took bath. As soon as he entered into the waters of Padmavati, immediately there was, the waves of ecstasy were seen in her. She immediately remembered Mahaprabhu's words and then she told, "Take this prema." Now, we may think prema is some material object, some physical object which he has preserved. Prema is not a physical object. But that day, for that person Mahaprabhu had preserved, just like our most revered Srila Gurudev writes in Jagadish Pandit's life. He says that many persons, they are going to Jagannath Dham. They are taking darshan of Jagannath Dev. But how many of them are getting attracted to him or to his form? Upon whom one has got that mercy, only they will be able to see the form of Jagannath truly. In a similar manner, everyone is taking bath, but upon whom the Lord showers his mercy, those persons will become recipient of that prema. Therefore, the easiest and the best way to become recipient of Krishna's or the Vaishnava's mercy is to serve. Service is the only way by which one will get attracted. Today morning, I was shaving my head, barber was there, he was just conversing, and during his conversation he told that my guru, means barbers also will have gurus who has taught him how to shave. My guru, he told me that just love your profession. If you love your profession, you will automatically excel in it and the customers will automatically come to you. You don't have to, look after customers. Customers will automatically come to you because you are loving your, job, what you are doing. So immediately it struck me. We are doing bhakti. If we love bhakti, if we are performing bhakti, if we are performing service, it will automatically come. Krishna's mercy, Vaishnava's mercy, devotees' mercy will automatically come. You see, even in the general materialistic world, this is applicable. It immediately struck me, even this, even in our path it is so, that if we are, loving what we are doing, that is what our Gurudev has told us. In his case also Guru told that you will do like this, but love this, love doing this. Then customers will automatically come to you. You don't have to look for customers. Go after them. So in a similar manner, we are customers of what? We are seekers of Krishna Prem, Krishna Bhakti. And for that, our Vaishnavas, our Gurudev, they have given the process. Do this. Then automatically it will come. The thing is, don't try to see God, act in such a way that God will want to see you. Don't try to, see God, in the sense that don't put your own endeavors. But work in such a manner means follow the instructions of Guru. Lord will be pleased by seeing the our submission to the sadhus, Sharanagati. Then automatically Lord will shower His mercy. Therefore, the easiest, the best process is to serve the Vaishnavas. That is the only way. So here, every day, so many persons are taking bath in Padmavati, but only Narottam could get that mercy because he was the true recipient of that mercy. He was true eligible candidate for that mercy. So he received that, and as soon as he received that prema, immediately everything of his body got transformed. He is already detached from the material world, but no material force could any longer bind him in the family life. Somehow he tricked his mother. His father went out on some material purpose, and he tricked his mother, and then he left the house. So on the Maghi Purnima, in the month of, in the Magha Masa, in the month of, this February, in the full moon day, he appeared, and in the month of Kartika Purnima, the full moon day in the month of Kartika, means October, November, at that time he left the family life. And Shravana Purnima, and the full moon day in the month of Shravana. Shravana means?
Ashwin.
No, Shravan.
Sharad Purnima, no?
That is in the month of July, August. The month of July, August, on the full moon day, he got Diksha. Now, after he received prema from Padmavati river, he left the house and then he was heading towards Vrindavan. When he was heading towards Vrindavan, he was not at all worried about his bodily needs or necessities. He was simply traveling, and then after reaching a particular point, he could no longer proceed, and therefore he fell unconscious beneath a tree. Mahaprabhu in the form of Brahmana came. He offered him milk, and he told that, please drink this milk. Your boils will be gone and you will become very energetic to walk. But he did not have even energy to drink the milk that was brought to him. So Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they appeared and they made him drink the milk, after which he got recuperated from all the tiredness, and then he started his journey towards Vrindavan. So in this manner, our revered Gurudev in this, while speaking about this, he used to repeatedly say that when Narottam Das Thakur appeared, Mahaprabhu already disappeared. Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they were not present on the earth. But yet, they were all there to bring him to Vrindavan. They were all there, they gave their darshan. Guru Maharaj used to emphasize the point here that Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan, they never go away. They are always there. They are there for a surrendered devotee. For some time we will be able to see those who are seeing on the gross plane, they will be able to see them only when they are physically present. But the pure devotees, they are seeing them constantly, always. Our revered Gurudev used to say that even now I am seeing that everything is being done by my Gurudev. Some may say Gurudev is no longer, he is gone, he is no more. Some may say like this, but I am seeing that my Gurudev is still present. Everything is going on due to his presence only. Means the pure devotees, they are constantly seeing, they are constantly getting the company of their dearmost of object. Not unlike us who are trained to see on the material platform. So Guru Maharaj used to say that even though Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami were not physically present, they came to make him, make him drink the milk and pacify him. So in this manner, Narottam Das Thakur came to Vrindavan Dham, and in Vrindavan Dham he met Lokanath Goswami, one of the former devotees to whom Mahaprabhu had ordered to go to Vrindavan. He was the first one, even before the 6 Goswamis. He was the one to be sent to Vrindavan Dham. So when Narottam Das Thakur met him, he immediately aspired to take Harinam Diksha from him. But Lokanath Goswami also took a vow that he would not initiate anyone. How to gain the mercy of a Sadguru, how to become a recipient of Guru's mercy, Narottam Das Thakur, to his own ideal, he has shown to the entire world. That is, by serving, by service, the devotees are very, very easily pleased and they will shower their mercy. Lokanath Goswami, to the place where Lokanath Goswami used to go in order to do his morning ablutions, our Narottam Das Thakur, he would go there even before him and he would clean in the middle of the night. He would clean the place and then he would make the place free from all the bad odor. He would put nice fine soil in order to wash his hands. In this manner, every day he would perform this service. He would hide the broom with which he would clean in the mud, and then when he came for the service, he would bring it out, he would clean it, and then while he was performing the service, he felt himself as greatly blessed for getting such an opportunity to serve his Guru. He was feeling extremely fortunate for getting such an opportunity. This is what is the exemplary conduct of Sri Narottam Das Thakur. That how to please Guru. He is showing that Narottam Das Thakur was extremely pleased or considering himself to be very, very fortunate for getting such an opportunity to serve his Guru. He would take the broom on his chest and then he would dance in ecstasy. The broom that has cleaned the evacuated place of his Guru, he would take on his chest and then he would dance in ecstasy, and then torrents of rain would fall down his eyes. In this manner, he was, he served Lokanath Goswami. And Lokanath Goswami, one time he saw that every day one person, the place where I go is clean and there is a fine dust kept and the place is freed from all bad odor, etc. Who is doing it? If I have to see, I have to stay, secluded. I have to stay, in a solitary place, not being noticed by the person who is coming. And then in the middle of the night, he sees that one person has come, he is taking the broom out and then he is cleaning. Immediately caught hold of him. What are you doing? Who are you? When he got, when he introduced himself, then Lokanath Goswami said, why are you doing all this? You are a son of a king. Aren't you ashamed to do this? Then he falls at his feet and requests him that you please shower your mercy upon me by giving Diksha. Lokanath Goswami, his resolve that he will not initiate anyone, that resolve is broken simply by seeing the service attitude of Narottam Das Thakur. Therefore, if we really want to become recipients of the mercy of Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan, if we say that I want mercy, then the easiest, the best and the quickest solution is to serve the Vaishnavas, to serve Sri Guru. When they are pleased, automatically from within their heart, those blessings will come. That mercy will automatically flow. So, here he has broken his resolve and then he had given the initiation to Narottam Das Thakur. Narottam Das Thakur, he stayed in Vrindavan. He stayed in Vrindavan for several days, and it is at this time that Sri Jiva Goswami Prabhu, he was the leader of World Vaishnava Association, of the Odisha, of Bengal, of Mathura. Whoever Vaishnavas are there, all these Vaishnava communities were led by Jiva Goswami Prabhu. Therefore, Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivas Acharya and Dukhi Krishna Das, all the three of them, they studied Srimad Bhagavat under Jiva Goswami Prabhu. And Jiva Goswami Prabhu named Narottam as Thakur, means he gave the title Thakur, Narottam Das Thakur. And to Srinivasa he gave the title Acharya, and Dukhi Krishna Das he named him Shyamananda Das, because he who gives Ananda to Shyama, Radha Shyam Sundar deity is there in Vrindavan, Radha Shyam Sundar, he served the Shyam Sundar deities. Therefore, Shyamananda, he who gives Ananda to or bliss to Shyam Sundar. So he named these three as, Srinivas, Acharya, Shyamananda Prabhu and Narottam Das Thakur. And meanwhile, Lokanath Goswami and Bhugarbha Goswami, these two have stayed for the rest of their life in Vrindavan only, because it's Mahaprabhu's order. So in Vrindavan, there is Lokanath Goswami's Samadhi, it's there. So he told Narottam Das Thakur that he should go back to his village, Kheturi, and he should, or North Bengal, and he should preach, because he saw the, Narottam Das Thakur's dealings with the ordinary people, his, his inclination towards, duties of the material things, his inclination means in that way he would preach. By seeing all these, his guru Lokanath Goswami, he ordered that you go and preach, because his activities were very, very attractive to the materialistic people. If we have to preach Krishna Bhakti, then there is a need to make the persons feel that you are among them. You are not an alien, you are not someone who is out of the society or out of the community. You are one among them, but you are doing something which is very, very pleasing and blissful to the heart. So when they see that, yes, they are also among us, but they are very blissful because of this, then they will get attracted. So Narottam Das Thakur was sent by Lokanath Goswami to preach in the northern Bengal, and meanwhile Jiva Goswami Prabhu also gave all the Goswami's literatures to Shyamananda, Narottam and Dukhi Krishna Das, and he told that please take this to Bengal and preach. Now when they came to Vanavishnupur, after passing through all the very dangerous areas, they come to Bengal. They thought that here we are very safe, but the king of the place called Vanavishnupur, the king's name is Birhambir, Raja Birhambir. he has stolen the scriptures, and then Srinivasacharya stayed there to again get those scriptures back. And at that time he told Narottam Das Thakur that you please go to, following the order of your Gurudev, please go to North Bengal and then preach. So he went there. That is when he received the order of his Guru, he writes, Aneka dukkhera pore layachila brajapure kripador galai badiya. After a long distressful state, you have brought me into this Brajapura, into this Vrindavan, by tying a noose over my neck, a noose of kripa, mercy. Means you have mercifully dragged me into Vrindavan Dham after my suffering, immense suffering, not one, two, many millions of lives. But here Narottam Das Thakur has no millions of lives. His separation from the Supreme Lord appears to be yugaitam nimishena. Even a moment appears to be very huge. Daivamaya balatkare khasaiya seidore bhavakupe dile kadariya. And he is telling that you have very mercifully brought me into this Brajapuri, but Daivamaya balatkare, due to the force of Daivamaya, means your Maya which is very difficult to overcome, Khasaya Sidore, again with the same rope she has brought me back into this Bhavakupe Dilekadariya. She has brought me, or she has put me in the well of Bhavakupa, Bhava, this material miseries. Punajadi kripa kori ejanare keshadhari taniya tuli ho brajadhame. Only if you once again shower your mercy upon me, and by holding my hair, you forcefully bring me to Brajadham, tabe se dekhiye bhalo natwa parana gelo kahe dina dasa Narottam. He is telling that tabe se dekhiye bhalo, only then I see that some good fortune would have come upon me. Only if you forcefully drag me back into Vrindavan, I will see that I am, my fortune has come upon me. Otherwise, this body is useless. Kahe Dina Narottam Das is singing in this manner. This he is writing in a separation of his Gurudev. So, on the order of his Guru, he comes to North Bengal, and in the Keturi itself, he establishes the deities of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Sri Vallabhi Kanta, Sri Krishna, Sri Brajamohan, Sri Radharaman, and Sri Radha Kanta. He has installed these 6 deities at his place. Even today, devotees get darshan of these deities, the 6 deities that were installed by Narottam Das Thakur. Even today, the festival in Keturi is very popular, very famous. But before he celebrated this particular festival in Keturi, he had gone to several places. He visited several Vaishnavas. He took the mercy of so many Vaishnavas, and he got darshan of so many pastime places of the Supreme Lord. He went to Vrindavan Dham, he was in Vrindavan, he went to Nilachal Dham, he went to the various pastime places of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Gauda Bhumi. He had visited so many places, and at each of these places he met the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, etc. So in this manner he became a recipient of the mercy of all the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. No, they all disappeared by the time he has appeared. Associates. And on the day of Vigraha Pratishtha, so many acharyas, so many devotees, and so many associates they had come. That's why Keturi festival in Kheturi is a very, very famous thing that in Bhakti Ratnakar repeatedly it is written. Ghanshyam Das has repeatedly written about this particular festival of Kheturi. That how so many acharyas, so many associates they had come to participate in this. And what to speak of that Srinivasa Acharya himself was the Purohita, was the priest. He was the priest of that particular installation ceremony. Srinivasa Acharya, Narottam Das Thakur, they were friends, they were students at Jiva Goswami's school. Kahite, there is no time. Okay. So after this Kheturi festival, after this festival was conducted in Kheturi, so many dignitaries in the society, scholars, they all got attracted. The fame of Narottam Das Thakur spread everywhere. The deities, they are installed in order to attract the people in general. For a devotee, deities are not required. They are the worshippers of Nama Prabhu. Nama Vigraha Swarup Teen Ek Roop. The Lord's name, the Lord's form, and Lord's Vigraha, deity. All three are the same. We, the votaries in the Kanishtha platform, means in a very lower platform, we need some object for service. Deity worship is meant for people like us. But those who are real worshippers, they worship Nam Prabhu. So in order to propagate the preaching activities, the deity installation is made. The devotees will come to take darshan. Now this Mayapur Dham is there. Why to install so many deities and all, big deities and attractive places? Why? Because tourists will come. They will listen to they will come to see, oh, there is very nice darshan of the deity there, and in the course of it, they will get an opportunity to hear Harikatha, they will get darshan of the pure devotees, they will be able to participate in Sankirtan, by which their good fortune will arise. So, but when there is no deity, some persons are sitting together and performing Sankirtan, nobody will have such an interest. Deities are very attractive, they will come. So after he has installed the deities, he became very famous. All the stalwart, scholars, etc., they got attracted to him. And in fact, during those days, Shri Ganganarayan Chakravarti, Shri Ramakrishna Acharya, who were Brahmanas of a high degree, they got attracted to him and then they took initiation from him. One time, one person named Shivananda Acharya is a Brahmana. He had two children, one is Hariram Acharya and another is Ramakrishna Acharya. So both of them, those two children of Shivananda, they were taking along with them a goat and a bull for sacrifice. And on the way, they came across Narottam Das Thakur. By seeing Narottam Das Thakur, they were very attracted, captivated. And Narottam Das Thakur talked about the temporary nature of this material body, human birth, and therefore one should not engage in such evil activities, one should perform activities in pure goodness. They got captivated and then they left the goat, they left the bull, and then they became disciples of Narottam Das Thakur. Shivananda Acharya was enraged by this, and then he thought that I shall defeat him in his logic, because through his vocabulary, through his knowledge, he has mesmerized my children, therefore I shall defeat him. Thinking like this, he had brought from Mithilapuri one great Pandit, his name is Murari. That Murari came and all his logic, all his knowledge, everything was completely shattered, refuted by Narottam Das Thakur. Narottam Das Thakur defeated him in the logic and discussion, after which Shivananda Acharya also realized that he is not an ordinary person, and he also took Harinam from him. And following him, after him, Ganganarayan Chakravarti, Jagannath Acharya, etc., all these persons who were very, very known during those days, they also became his disciples. So, all the Brahmanas of that particular time, they became very hostile to Narottam Das Thakur. Narottam has taken birth in a low class family and he is initiating Brahmanas. So, it has created a turmoil in the society, in the community, and the Brahmanas, they revolted against it. They said that how can a Shudra, a low class person, initiate Brahmanas in the name of Krishna Bhakti? So they thought that this person should be taught a lesson. They went to the king and he complained. The king's name is Narasingha. So they complained that he is doing in this manner. So the king thought, okay, I shall take with me 2 learned scholars and there will be a discussion and those scholars will defeat Narottam Das Thakur and then our target will be achieved. So he was taking 2 great scholars with him. The king himself was going towards a Kheturi where Narottam Das Thakur was, and this Ganganarayan Chakravarti and Jagannath Acharya, who were Brahmanas and who took initiation from Narottam Das Thakur, they came to know about this. They thought that somehow we should stop this to happen. So on the way there is a place called Kumarpur. So they heard that the king and the 2 poets, scholars, they will be staying there overnight. So they thought that, okay, let us also go there. These 2 Brahmanas, they have started, one started a pan shop, other has opened a pottery shop. One became a potter, another became a pan shop businessman. You understand pan, right? Betel leaves, betel nuts. So both of them they have opened, and now the 2 poets, they just came on the road to buy pan and whatever, and then these 2 persons, they were conversing with him in Sanskrit language. You are surprised, what is this? Even pan shop keepers, they are speaking in Sanskrit language. A potter, he is speaking in Sanskrit language. So then they thought it interesting and they started discussion. And in the discussion they lost. They could not even stand their logic. They were completely outpowered by these 2 persons, so-called non-learned persons according to them. They went to the king and they told that this is what has happened. Oh, not the poets, the servants came first, learned persons. Then these 2 poets and the king, all the 3 came there to discuss with them. And then even those great poets, they also lost the discussion. Then they learnt that these 2, the potterman and the businessman, they are disciples of Narottam Das Thakur. Oh, if Narottam Das Thakur's ordinary disciples are like this, then definitely we will not be able to stand in front of Narottam Das Thakur. It's better we save our own dignity and leave this place. So they went back from there only. In this manner, later of course the king himself became disciple of Narottam Das Thakur. So in this manner there are so many, inconceivable pastimes of Narottam Das Thakur. He has also written Jiya Nilo Premadhana, Karuna Prachur, Sri Rupa Manjari Pada Sei Mora Sampada. He has written these various kirtans that are greatly honored and sung daily in all the Gaudiya Vaishnava institutes. So today is Narottam Das Thakur's appearance day. We pray at the lotus feet of Sri Narottam Das Thakur that whatever offense might have committed knowingly or unknowingly, may he free us from all those offences and make us one-pointedly submitted to his dearmost object of worship, Supreme Lord Sri Krishna and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We have not got direct darshan of Narottam Das Thakur, but we have seen his non-different manifestation in the form of our own most revered Srila Gurudev. So let us pray at the lotus feet of most revered Srila Gurudev that May He free us from from all of our offenses and make us submitted to His lotus feet birth after birth. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। परमाराधितम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्टो विष्णुपाद प्रणत स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। सर्व विघ्न विनाशनकारी भक्त वत्सल भगवान श्री सिंह देव की जय। भक्त प्रवर श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री श्री नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर प्रभु की जय। तदीय शुभ आविर्भाव तिथि पूजा की जय। जय श्री कृष्णेर मधुर रास की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।